Everyone, we get our critics in this game, everyone having a pop on us on social media, but...
This is a Jockey's boot. Are you alright?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Okay.
Give us a hug.
Good to see you, alright?
Yeah, you too.
I didn't even think to tell Roger I was in because I thought you'd sorted it. Right.
Yeah, he knows you're here anyway. He knows you're coming in.
Perfect.
This is a Jockey's
Oh,
boot.
Don't get the crocs in. Christ.
Can you actually look out the back window?
Yeah, just about.
So, you look nice coming up there.
Oh, you felt, I just thought I'd let quicker up the second hill there.
Yeah.
And I said, the way that's riding is perfect for him.
They haven't put other stuff on yet, have
No,
they?
no.
It's all there, but...
I know, they're even getting more in.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, they'll need... To be fair, it takes a lot to think.
Hey, Maxie boy. You alright, boy?
He's in good order. When was the last time you came back here, Sam?
So that would have been last Tuesday. I think, like, it was 3 weeks ago when you were last in. I think you'll see a huge difference. He looks a lot...
He does, looks better.
Yeah.
Good haircut as well, isn't it?
yeah.
Good point. Yeah, it's good. Where are we going to go with him now, then?
I've no idea.
Surely he's Oxford, that's a good option.
Oh, sorry, you mean race-wise?
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
meant sort of today. So, it depends what you say today, really.
Yeah.
If, that, I'm hoping that we could start looking kind of a week Friday
Yeah.
for entries.
The cat's been released, look. Had that neck injury, so we've had to keep him in for 2 months. His first day out, look at him, he don't know what to do. Like a lion.
You must have been delighted how Gemini ran at Ascot Saturday.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. No, delighted, yeah. No, it was good performance. Good to see him coming back now. Like I said, the Derby obviously took more out of him than we realised. Obviously, having a Derby runner every year, you should have learnt by that. They say the Derby probably takes its toll. It's like the Gold Cup, isn't it? And any big race, they have to lay it all out there, and you suffer for it sometimes. Remember Denman when he won the Gold Cup? I mean, absolute huge performance, and sort of took its toll on him, really, I suppose, in the end. But But then you got City of Troy, who lays it down every time, and he takes it really well. So certain horses can take it better than others. God bless him. Every time I run him, there's a monsoon of bloody rain, and he doesn't get very lucky with the weather. I said the only time he probably got his ground was at Goodwood, but he boiled over before the start of the race, so couldn't really get a good guide to him on that ground that day. So everyone, we get our critics in this game, everyone having a pop on us on social media, but all I say to them sort of people is try and do our job. It's you're dealing with animals, and highly strung animals is that, and it doesn't always go right on the day, and trainers and jockeys get a bashing for things that don't go right. They're animals, and they've got their own minds, and you can do what you can to get them there in the best possible shape, but things go wrong daily, and for these guys to hound everyone down on social media and send them shitty emails and that, it
Should be laws against it.
Oh no, I think they should just realise what we're dealing with and how we're trying to do it. It's you'll have one horse win very well one day and then just underperform the next day. But the handicapper, as you say, as well, and Alcazan winning the other week at Ascot, he put her up £6, and God bless her, she just felt that a little bit, and it's the wrong end of the year. She's had a long season, and Dakota Power winning a 4-horse race at Foss Lass on heavy ground because he was the only horse that went on it, and the handicapper gives him £8 rise. Then you know, what do you do about that? You know, but everyone thinks you're a bloody idiot because he doesn't win next time out, you know, and it's hard, you know. Sometimes I think that the horses are over handicapped for what, you know, for things that, you know, like I say, that day he was the only one that acted on the going. It wasn't his fault, but, you know, why did the handicapper not look into that? Why did he not think, oh well, that horse is the only one that's performed on this going? I can't be too hard on him, but they are, and it just makes our job very, very hard. Yeah, very happy, much better. Seems to prefer this surface, doesn't he?
Definitely.
Pulling up now. But... No, that was nice and smooth. I know the other horse obviously is helping him along, but that's what I wanted, you know. All right.
Yeah, really happy with him.
Come forward, does he?
Pardon?
Come forward.
Yeah, definitely. Massive.
I didn't realise it was 3 weeks ago you were in. I thought it was only a couple, but.
No, 3 weeks ago. No, he's come forward a lot.
Hey, travel well up there. He likes his gallop.
He loves it,
Yeah. No. All right, Meg.
Yeah, really happy with him.
Yeah. I'll make a jumper out of him yet.
Very happy with him. He's gone really well. He's definitely improved since the last time I've come up here. So, no, really, really pleased. His fitness is getting there, so he won't be too far away now.
How far away do you think?
I think we're about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
He just needs another 2 bits of that, really, and then obviously, you know, ready to run. So I think just another two more bits of work, and I think we'll be away then. So not really too long anyway. Probably maybe 3 weeks, a little bit of over exaggeration, but I'd say, you know, just best part of 2 weeks, I think. We'll see how he works the next. Like, we'll give him a bit of work before that race and see how he goes. I think that's probably a good starting point. Maybe work him at the end of the week and see what Roger says, but I think that would be a good step in the right direction. But also with him, we've got to remember it's time and getting things right. He's had an injury before and all those sort of things. You've got to play into it as well, because otherwise you don't want to be good boy. We don't want to be rushing things because we've got a whole season ahead of us. You know, if we rush things, like we know he's got problems, so we can't rush things. We need to make sure they're right.
Couldn't agree more.
Like, he likes to dip his hay in the water.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's brilliant. Bless him. Maxi boy.
Looks like a nice engagement ring you've got on there. Who brought you there? Anyone we would know? Yes, Meg's engaged to a high-profile jockey. If anyone can guess, please leave us a comment in the section below. The winner gets a bag of carrots. Okay, Roger. So Lilly Pinchin was in this morning. I've just had a chat with her. Unfortunately, didn't get to see her because she had to run off to for some more riding out somewhere else. She kind of felt, I got the impression speaking to her that, you know, he's definitely come on massively since the 3 weeks since she was here last, but still thinks he's probably 2-3 off.
Yeah, like I say, I had a chat with her up the Gallops, which she was pleased. She's seen a big improvement in him, but like you say, you talking to her when she got back, when she analysed everything, probably it wouldn't be a million miles away in her assessment of him. Probably another 2 to 3 weeks, which, you know, he's been off the track for a while, so the more time you can give him, the better, the more beneficial for him, so we get him as fit as we can on his first outing.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with that. I did say to Lily that I know horses sometimes go to the races and they may well come on an awful lot for it, but for me, when we're thinking about jumping fence and that, the last thing I want to see is a horse coming down to the last tired.
Absolutely, like I said, we don't want to get to the second last and then he runs out of gas and sort of comes into last and makes a bad mistake or whatever. We want to try and get him there as fit as we possibly can. He will come on for the running, whatever, but if you can get him to get to the end of the race without getting too tired, then because the last thing we'd want to do is have a tired fall at the end of a race. So we want a nice clear round, win, lose or draw, get something out of it, and then we can move on.
And I've always, I guess as part of like One Careful Owner is, my approach to ownership is all about, as we've got a visitor here. We've got a visitor.
It's the director.
The dog having a go at my bag. Is about, I've always been sort of an owner that, I am in no rush. Of course, you want to be on the racetrack as quick as you can, but I'm obviously very mindful of he has had a tendon issue in the past, and it is a case of just, it takes as long as it does and slowly.
Absolutely, and that's what I say. You've got to get him as fit as you possibly can because you don't want him getting tired and fatigued because of his old tendon injury. We don't want to put added strain on that. So we've got to get him there as the best shape we can, so he can get through the race, hopefully clear round and come back unscathed.
Yeah, and we were just talking to go before we started recording about horses. I've been amazed how quickly horses' fitness, at the level they are to race, how quickly so this dog.
You'll smell a biscuit at 1,000 paces.
How quickly their fitness actually drops off.
Absolutely, I think it's. We all think give them a holiday, but they're big animals, and they can get unfit pretty quickly, and it takes a long time to get them back to their peak fitness, especially when they've had a couple of months out in the field, and it can take you a good 6 months to get a horse back to where we were, so it's not. I know we want to get on the track and everything, but it's sometimes patience pays off, and I think that's what we have to do. Even though he's coming on each week, but last week you saw when we changed the gallop last week, we put it down to the gallop. It was probably that because he'd worked so well the previous time that probably just knocked him back a little bit. And then today he's gone and worked well today. We're in my mind you're going, a different surface is probably better suited, but it's probably his fitness is just sort of up and down at the moment, and he's just trying to find that level. So more time we can give him the better. So I think patience is key, and just give him that extra 3 weeks, and then we've got a long season ahead.
Absolutely.
So let's do the best for him and try and get him there in the best shape we can.
Ow, that was my finger. You're pulling faces at me.